Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Drama Juseyo, and today, finally, we can talk about Criminal Minds. So, I want to talk about it, but I also don't want to give too many spoilers away, because if you're someone who hasn't watched Criminal Minds the American show, and you're not someone who has really watched Criminal Minds the K-drama yet, and you're trying to figure out if you want to watch it, number one, you need to watch it. It's interesting, it's good. I really like it. What's really nice is it kind of has for me a really nostalgic feeling because I've watched Criminal Minds the American show for so long that it was kind of interesting to see my favorite characters played and portrayed in kind of a different manner. And it's also really nice too that although they have a lot of similarities and familiarity to it, there's some differences as well. They've adjusted the characters, changed them a little bit, given them some backstories, figured out a different way to bring them in. But the first thing I noticed with the first episode, and we're not going to get super spoilery, but the first episode is nearly identical to the first episode of Criminal Minds. So it was really interesting when I was watching it, and the first 10 minutes or so is kind of a background story as to what's gonna haunt these guys for a little while and what's gonna haunt one of the particular characters for a long time. But once we got into the episode, you also notice that if you've seen the first episode of the American Criminal Minds and you've seen the first episode of this, you'll see a lot of similarities to both. And the case is very, very similar into kind of the character profile and what the criminal does and all of that. I wish they'd had more of not necessarily the psychology, but pretty early on they usually tell you what you're looking for. But what's really interesting is that with American TV shows, they have 1 hour to tell a story. And with the K-drama, what's really interesting with it is that they're not going to tell the entire story in one episode. They're going to tell the entire story spanning over 2 1-hour episodes, so you get 2 hours worth of this one case. And so I think that's actually going to give them a lot more time to kind of expand on the details and a lot more time for kind of character development, character background. What's really interesting is that a few days ago I found out that there are 2 PDs on this series that are helping direct this series. There was a Team A, Team B, 2 PDs, which I guess are producing directors or personal directors or something along those lines. But 3 days ago from today, so today is August 1st, one of them has left. According to the article that I was reading, PD Lee Jung-hyo has left due to conflicts, personality differences, what have you. Originally there were 2 teams, as I had said before, but they decided for filming purposes, just by the sheer massive task of what this show was going to be, they decided to combine 2 teams. Obviously there were differences of opinion, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm not really sure what happened, and I'll link the article down below that I'm reading this off of. It's off of Drama Fever. And so now it went from 2 PDs to 1 PD, and as far as I'm aware, this is a continuing filmed drama, so they're still filming it as the shows are airing. So I'm really interested to see how this show is going to change when we get to the episodes that only 1 PD is shooting versus having 2 PDs. I'm really happy with a lot of the characters. I love Lee Jung-gi's character, but I was kind of fangirling over his character, and he's pretty much going to be, if I've narrowed everybody down correctly, the Derek Morgan version. Derek Morgan, and which means that he's gonna, if he follows the Derek Morgan, I guess, character development, he's gonna be super flirty and very lovey toward the girl who's playing the Garcia character, which I'll put her picture up here. And she's awesome too. I love her. She is quirky and she's gonna be so much fun to watch. And the Spencer character, I think I'm going to take a little bit of time to warm up to, but he's adorable and I'm so happy. But if you want to watch this, I say watch it. And if you want me to do a more spoilery, in-depth, Oh my god, Criminal Minds, like, you need to tell me because I'm all for that. I will do notes and my own discussion videos and all of that, and maybe discuss it with Morgan, and I'll put them up on Fridays or something. I don't know, but I love this, and the next 2 episodes are going to be the 9th episode of Criminal Minds, which is called Derailed. And so I'm excited for that one because it's one of my favorite episodes, and I don't know, you guys need to watch this. I'm really, really happy with it. I didn't know how I felt about having so much similarities, but at the same time, it's kind of like I get a lot of one of my favorite actors playing in one of my favorite shows, so frankly, I don't know, it could be garbage, and I'd probably love the whole thing all the way through. But you guys need to tell me your opinions. Let me know in the comments below. I mean, give it a like if you like it, and tell me if you want to keep going with the series, and kind of giving you my opinion as it goes along. I might wait till midpoint to talk more about this, but I'm happy, I'm excited, I love this series, and I can't wait to see more. So until then, I will see you guys in our K Wednesday video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please feel free to give it a like. If you would like, you can subscribe to our channel. And if you want to check out our last week's discussion video, click somewhere on the screen because it'll be somewhere up here. And we will see you guys next time. Okay, bye. Not really bye, but bye.